1 Kings 17:10. Vayakam vayelech tzarefeta vayavo el patach ha'ir. Vahine sham isha elema makosheshat etzim. Vayikra elecha vayomer kachi na li ma'at mayim bakali va'eshteh. The subject here is the prophet, but not spelled out. And he arose, and he went to Zarephath. And he came to the doorway, or the gate of the city. And behold there, a woman, a widow, gathering wood. And he called to her, and he said, "Take, I pray, for me a little water in a vessel, that I may drink." These first two verbs match the commands in the previous verse, and he arose and he came. So the first one is from kum, hollow verb. This is a vav consecutive imperfect. It's in the call. And he arose and he came. That's from halach, hey, lamed, kaf. And he rose and he went and he came. That's a hollow. Again, another vav consecutive imperfect from bo. So he arose, he went, he came into the city, and he called and he said. Now these two are both kind of more of a hendiasis almost, where you have the two speech verbs talking about the same thing. He called to her, the woman, and then the speech act itself, the verbal discourse, is marked by vayomer. And he gives a command, but a nice one. It's marked with na to show that it has this more of a jussive sense to it. So it's a little bit of a polite command. But kachi is from lamed, kof, chet, and this is a unique word, to take. And the uniqueness is the lamed functions as though it were a noon. It's almost on the analogy of the word natan, so to take and to give. And so the noon will fall off or assimilate as it would in any other pei noon. So we treat lakach as a pei noon, and in this case we can see it's a kal imperative to, I guess it's always to, fs. So take, I pray, for me a little water. One other thing to take note of, the place name is Zarephath, and at the end of this we have which is a directive hey, and a directive hey functions almost identically to the preposition el. So he went to Zarephath. So the Lord commands him, he obeys, and when he gets there, the narrative gives us some detail about how he meets the widow woman who's going to sustain him.